Welcome to another exciting episode of podcast Campus Chronicles. Today we are having a prominent guest who is working in a reputable institute. We are honored to have Dr. Naveed Yousuf, CEO of Agha University Examination Board. Sir, we welcome you in our podcast Campus Chronicles.
Thank you and welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, before we go into detailed discussion, our viewers would love to know your journey. From medical science to a renowned academician, how did you make this journey possible?
Thank you. Let me start from the beginning. I am born and raised in Karachi. Most of my education happened in Karachi. I went to St. Paul's School, who was one of the best convent schools at that time. Adamji Science College. I always wanted to be a doctor. So aimed for the doctor and went to Sindh Medical College. So wanted to be a pediatrician, treat children, serve community. However, I was also passionate about teaching.
Great.
So I used to teach my fellow students in the school, at the college level, and of course in the medical college as well. So friends used to come for help and I used to teach them. After my graduation, I went into teaching in the dental college first, Fatma Jinnah Dental College, and then to Ziauddin University. At the Ziauddin University, my mentors taught me concepts of medical education. And that inspired me to have a career in medical education. At that time, Agha University was the first institution in the country who was to offer a master's degree in health professions education. And that brought me to Agha University in 2008. So I completed my master's level courses. I was affiliated with the Department for Educational Development, which at other places is commonly known as Department for Medical Education. At the university, I was given a lot of responsibilities in assessments and examinations. So I was the faculty lead for examination cell, which is an examination unit for the university, the Stadium Road campus, the Medical College and School of Nursing. And that developed my interest into examinations. And I completed my PhD in medical education, however, specialization in assessments and psychometrics. And that happened in 2014.
Very amazing.
Yes.
Very inspiring journey and very extended journey. Sir, our viewers would love to know what was the purpose of establishing AKUEB?
Okay, so it all happened in the mid-1990s when a group of educationists, prominent educationists and academic leaders of the country came to the Agha University with a request to establish an examination board which would bring in international best practices to the country and also enhance the standards of assessments and examinations in Pakistan, specifically for school and high school students. And Agha University then accepted the request. The board was established in 2002 and took its first examination in 2007. The vision was to create an examination board under a university which would focus on conceptual learning, critical thinking, problem solving, and would offer examinations and assessments which are accessible, of high quality, affordable, and would inspire the teaching and learning happening in the classrooms in the positive way.
Very amazing, sir. And again, very inspirational journey of Agha Khan AKUEB. Sir, since Agha Khan is considered as an authority in assessment, so would you please enlighten our viewers what made Agha Khan a successful institute in assessment?
Okay, very interesting question. I believe first the values of the university itself. So there are four values, four pillars of the Agha Khan University, which is, we call them IQRA, IQRA, impact, quality, relevance, and access. And whatever we do at the examination board, the questions we ask to ourselves is, are we relevant? So we follow the national curriculum. We make sure that our examinations, our examination syllabi remain very relevant to the context. Then we think of quality. And what are the best standards and benchmarks internationally? What are the best practices in assessments and examinations? Are we accessible to the people? So AKU Examination Board, offers its examinations right from the seashore of Karachi to the mountains in the northern areas, which are close by to the borders with China and Afghanistan. And what is the impact we are making? And also, I would say we also very closely remain grounded in the principles of assessments and examinations, which are validity, reliability, fairness, feasibility, and what is the educational impact of our examinations? Again, is it changing the teaching and learning behavior in the classrooms?
Again, very inspirational, and this is really motivated that you started from localization to internationalization with very purpose driven and vision driven. Sir, when we witness most of the colleges, even IBA community colleges and schools are affiliated with AKUEB, and the strategy you adopted from rote learning to conceptualization. So how do you see this strategy and how much it is effective?
It requires a lot of work, and it requires a lot of close working, partnership, and collaboration with our schools, institutions, and colleges. And IBA Sukkur is one such example. IBA Sukkur University is a very strong partner with the Agha University Examination Board in Sindh.
Okay.
And across Sindh, IBA Sukkur have affiliated schools. And I would say that you would then know the insights as to how do we work. So the focus and the main recipe of making sure that the classroom teaching and learning moves away from didactic teaching to conceptual learning is first developing and making available appropriate educational resources. So our examination syllabi, we don't follow a textbook, so it is a student learning outcome focused teaching and learning. Teacher development remains a very, very prominent agenda, so that we equip the teachers and we enable them to understand their roles. Then I think lastly, it is the examination. So they say assessment drives learning. So if your examinations would assess higher order thinking, if your assessments would assess critical thinking and problem solving, the teaching and learning, the learning behavior of students and teaching in the classrooms automatically shifts from rote learning to conceptual understanding.
Without any doubt, sir, you are working at grassroots level, and these are the points where we, being an educationist, we need to work on. Sir, being a practitioner, you observe education sector very closely. What challenges education institutes, especially public schools, are facing in today's time? And having rich experience, what remedies would you suggest that they could be addressed?
This is again a very common question which is asked, and yet a very important one. So thank you, Rashid, for this question. I believe I would like to add some value to this question or rephrase this question. And let me explain. So every educational system has its own strengths as well. So I think it is very important, specifically in Pakistan, when we move forward to transform or improve the education system, not only the challenges, it is very important for us to highlight the strengths. The education system in the country has a lot of strengths, and we see our students shining in the country. We see very competent professionals coming out of our institutions and universities, and then going abroad. So I think it is very important that when we transform, we don't lose the strengths, we retain the strengths. And when we talk of challenges, I think it is not only for Pakistan, it is globally, because the world is changing. So let me give you a few examples. Artificial intelligence is coming in. The kind of work we do the kind of work or expectations from the graduates or the students when they will enter into their workplaces is changing rapidly. They say the knowledge which is available in the world doubles every 12 hours, which used to take a decade in the 18th century. So, and according to a report, I believe by UNICEF, 65% of the jobs that these students who are entering into schools will be required to do are unknown today. So, what are we educating for? Right? This knowledge will get obsolete very soon, and we don't know what kind of work or what kind of jobs will these students will end up into. This means now there is an importance to move towards development of competencies and skills. 21st century skills आप कहें उनको, you call them essential skills, essential life skills, you call them 21st century skills. So it is very important that the students are able to critically think, solve problems, be lifelong learners, because new knowledge will keep on coming. And there will be a need to learn new skills and then apply them. And I believe this is the need not only in the Pakistan education sector, but globally.
Very right, sir. And this could be an alert to educational administrators as well. Like they have to adopt this rapid transformation that is going on. Sir, what message you would give to education boards, especially the head of boards, to improve the quality of education?
Thank you again. So let me give you the model of the Agha University. So if you look at Agha University, the vision of the university is to bring international best practices and then disseminate those practices by role modeling. So there is very indirect help and teaching because we bring in international best practices in the country, implement them and role model them. And then we also engage directly to support others. So take an example of the first private tertiary care hospital, which is Agha University Hospital, the first private medical college in the country, the first formal school of nursing in the country was established by the Agha University, and then the first private university-led examination board. And we believe in helping others, inspiring others, and directly getting in touch and supporting others. And at the IBCC level, at the national level, all examination boards sit together. We learn from each other, we talk to each other, we discuss the challenges. And on top of that, now AKU Examination Board, based on the vision of the university and the board, is going to very soon sign a memorandum of understanding with IBCC. And now we will take lead through the platform of IBCC to do capacity development of all examination boards across the country. This is starting very soon in January, and we will go into all 4 provinces and we'll do some capacity development there.
That's really amazing and inspiring. Sir, we always profess like best practices are always practiced in Agha University. And that is what we witnessed from your talk as well. Sir, now it's time for a lighter and bit entertaining segment of our podcast. That is rapid fire.
Okay, that's
where we
interesting.
would present one word and we would expect our guest would answer in one word.
Okay.
So, sir, the first word is assessment.
Let me use a few words. वो दरिया को कूजे में बंद करना. I think when you talk about assessment, it is fair and just evaluation, to do justice.
Okay. Next, quality.
Quality is rigor, standards, benchmarks.
Great. Knowledge.
Enlightenment.
Amazing. Agha Khan Board.
Role model in assessments.
And the last word is Pakistan.
My love, my home.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insight. And I'm very much optimistic our viewers would have got great thought related to quality education, proper assessment, and above all, meeting the contemporary needs. So for future, stay tuned. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.